Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Saturday. It's Daryl here. It is bright and freaking early, 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I don't usually do informative videos once in a while, but I came across an interesting story today. I'm gonna share the story with you. And the reason it's interesting to me is because something similar happened to me. I was doxxed. I was doxxed here on YouTube. I'm gonna tell you guys about that. But first, let me tell you about give you the information. In the last couple of days, Google has announced that it will remove personal information from its search engine. Now, before it would, if requested, it would remove, due to a lot of increasing scams on the internet, it would remove stuff like credit card information, social security numbers, and stuff like that, if it was available on its search engines. But now it will remove your address. I think we've all probably tried this, Googling your own name and seeing what comes up. And what usually comes up is, I don't know if I should even mention the sites. There's one's called the white pages and the yellow pages. And it will show a lot of personal information about yourself. It's a teaser to spend more money. It'll give your name, your relatives, your address, some of your last addresses, your landlines, and cell phone. Sometimes it'll give a cell phone number. Not usually, though. I think you have to pay for that. It's a teaser. Okay, mine had a lot of wrong, seriously, I swear to God, wrong information. On mine, it said that I had one criminal and or traffic violation or record. And I swear on the Bible, for the life of me, I've never been convicted of anything. Back when I was using, I was arrested for attempting to possess narcotics, but I did 1 week of community service, seeing as there was no evidence or anything, and it was dropped, it was nollied, it was expunged, or whatever you want to call it. And so, other than that, I don't know what they're talking about, and I haven't been ticketed. I got a warning for talking on the cell phone, I think, a verbal warning maybe 3 years ago. So I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know if this is just part of their teasing thing. There's these sites, like I said, yellow pages and white pages. Okay, so Google will now remove personal information. So I looked into that a little closer. What does that mean? Because obviously these companies will still have your information. So if you do a search, first of all, I'll have the information down below where you could click to, and it'll take you to the Google. You got to fill out a couple forms. Most importantly, you have to give the URL of like the white pages or yellow pages where your name appears, and they'll remove that. So when somebody does a search, say for my name, Bob Smith, and it will no longer pull up the white pages URL site or the yellow pages URL site. And but then I looked into that a little further, and of course, see, this is the thing, those two sites will still exist and will have your information. So if a person goes like directly to that site and looks you up, you could still find it. So you have to go to that site personally and ask them to take down your information. Good luck with that. But it's a start. A lot of people get angry. Believe me, especially having this YouTube channel. And, the anger, a lot of times their attention blows over after a little while. So, the easiest thing is to do Google search. They find a little information, and then they get mad at somebody else, and their attention goes elsewhere. It takes a lot of work and some money to get the cell phone information. All right, so like I said, I'll have the links down below to Google, where you can go right to the forms and fill them out. And this isn't a guarantee. The best thing to do is take a screenshot of the offending information. If this happens to you, if somebody's putting your information out there, or you just want to remove it all as best you can from the internet, take a screenshot of it, like of the white pages, yellow pages sites, and then send it in this form to Google. Like I said, I'll have the links to to the forms down below, so you can click right to Google to the forms and fill them out. Okay, so this reminded me of something that happened to me. Needless to say, there's some. I don't want to use any incorrect terms. There's some people out there that are rattled easily, that are angered easily. Let's just say that. This happened a long time ago. I don't think it was even on this channel. I had another channel before this, and like an idiot, I think I used my full real name. One of the very first videos I ever put up, this must have been about 8 years ago, I don't know. It was a video of me. I had found a prescription bottle while I was riding. I take a bike ride every day, and I glanced down and I saw, actually I went by this bottle a couple times. There's a prescription bottle laying on the side of the road, and eventually I stopped and picked it up, and I brought it home. In my head, this is the addict behavior. I should do a staying clean video about this. I was telling myself, well, maybe other kids could find it, so I'm going to take it home and throw it, make sure it's disposed of. I can't remember if I was telling myself that I was going to bring it to the police station or flush it down the toilet, but I should get it off the road. That was what the addict was telling myself. Because right off the bat, being an addict, I could identify prescription pills just by sight. And if I'm not mistaken, these looked like tranquilizers, some form of tranquilizer. I don't even remember now, but there was a good 20 or 30 of them in the bottle still. And I brought it home. Okay, so this is where I made the video. At one point, all of a sudden, it clicked in. My recovery mind kicked in, and I said, Daryl, remember I tell you guys, ask yourself this: what possible good could come of this? I've said this in other videos before, especially the staying clean videos. Ask yourself that. Why am I doing this? What possible good could come from this? And that's where, I was like, I took the bottle. This is where I filmed the video. I filmed myself. And I took the bottle, I took it downstairs, and I flushed it. Okay? So this is where the doxing comes in, this is where very first video, and this somehow angered this one person. His name, I don't want to know if I should say his name here. It was a flower and like skeletons and some kind of flower. So anyway, this guy starts immediately. This is one of my first videos, and he doesn't like this for some reason. I don't know. I was trying to figure out why this guy was so angry that I made this video, because I figured it was helpful. A lot of other people posted that, that's great. It's, just to help other addicts. And this person was like, "Oh, you're a showboat. You got to show off. Why didn't you just do it in private? Why'd you have to film it?" And this was right off the bat, I pulled this loony out of the internet, and the guy followed me. He would watch every single video as soon as it came out, and would have he just hated everything I said, everything I did, and I would ignore him. Yeah, my attitude has always been that I don't congratulate, I don't help bad behavior. I forgot what the word is. I ignore it, right? And I think, like I said, I think this person might have had psychological issues. That just made him angrier and angrier, and it got to the point where one day I'm looking through my comments, and he's got my phone number, right? Or what he thinks is my phone number. And he puts it on every comment. "Hey, this is Daryl's phone number. Maybe you should give him a call." And the comments at that point, I don't know, maybe I had less than 100 videos. And in every comment, he's putting my phone number in. So I was like, whoa, that's enough. So I blocked him. I took screenshots of it and contacted YouTube. And that was the last I ever heard of this guy. So YouTube did its job in this case. That was a clear case of doxing. Now here's the interesting part. Due to some circumstances that I didn't mean to happen, a lot of the information, like I said, in these sites for me is wrong. I'll just say this. In the last 2 relationships I've had, my girlfriends bought the phones for me, and a lot of times put their own information in there, or information for the people that bought their phones. So a lot of the information wasn't correct. Anyway, the phone number that this guy put down, well, the phone number he actually put down was from a phone I had like 20 years ago. I don't know where this guy got this information, so whoever called this, and this is the thing, the people that actually called this number was harassing somebody who unluckily for them had gotten my phone number, my old phone number, and they had no idea who I was, or who these crazy people were that was calling them, if any people even did call. But this is an example of like, this guy just took an instant dislike to me, and it's stuff like that that's scary. So anyway, I'll have the links down below so you guys could remove it. But like I said, you'd have to go to each site individually and ask them to remove it. So, but this will help if somebody just goes on Google and puts your name in, and you're successful in filling out this form and having Google, because Google does have to approve it. It's not a given. That's why you should take a screenshot. And your name these sites will no longer pop up as for results with your name, which will be helpful if you have crazy people doxing you. All right, you guys, I'll be back later with another video. You guys have a great Saturday.